Brandon Paul is 5 of 6 from behind the rainbow.
You're way too concerned with offense and no concern with defense at all. Every time you miss a shot, you put your head down. It's about defense now. They're tarring from the three. You don't want to foul the three-point shooter, but the guy who's guarding the ball has got to show a little bit. Don't get beat off the dribble, okay? All right, now look. Nick, go sideline here. Break the foul line. We got T here on the back screen. When you run all you...
Well, Brandon Paul has come to life in this second half for Olympiakos. He has 16 points on 17 minutes, 5 of 6 from three-point land. And this one, a picture-perfect demonstration of how to come off a pick and catch and shoot. Speaking of shooting, Tyrese Rice has got 31 points. He's 6 of 10 from behind the rainbow. And this has just been a masterful basketball game. Sometimes these derbies, because they're such emotional affairs, they don't really measure up to the expectation, but this one has been a delight. Rice. Got it, Tyrese Rice. 34 points from the Virginian. We're knotted up at 81 each. Cherry, got it on the exchange. Coach Patino said that they're touring from behind the arc, and they are. As a team, Olympiakos, 11 of 19. They're above 50% from behind the arc. Kalaitis with a little runner. Spanoulis will try his hand at a three. That one's too strong. Hits the heel of the rim. Yeah, good move by Kalaitis, just couldn't finish it off. Long rebound into the hands of Spanoulis. His pass intended for Milutinov, broken up on a good defensive play by Papapetrou. It's the 8th turnover against Olympiakos, and that's a big one. Sasha Vezhnikov has found himself matched up against Tyrese Rice a couple of times, and he's equal to the task there. So the veterans, Papanikolaou and Prindessis, remain rooted to the bench. It's the second unit that's got Olympiakos in this one. Paul, the man with the hot hand, wants to take Papapetrou away from the basket. Got away with a double dribble. He got away with a double dribble. Cherry will try his hand at three. Too strong. The offense from Olympiakos has gone static. Ooh, that's pretty good defense by Spanoulis. That's his 4th. So will he come out here on this defensive exchange? No, he'll stay because it's free throws. Not a lot wrong with that. So the 4th foul on Spanoulis. Baldwin comes to the scorer's table. And Kalaitis ties it up at 84 each. Now a chance to get Panathinaikos out in front. Missed it. So Olympiakos with 2 minutes to play here. And Will Cherry crosses the midcourt stripe. Milutinov's been the forgotten man. He gets a touch inside. Goes at Papagiannis, left it short. Milutinov is better picking up passes. Kalaitis, his shot short. Great hustle play. Terrific hustle play by Will Cherry to keep the ball alive. And the foul here on Deshaun Thomas will send Sasha Vezhnikov the distance of the floor. Great hustle play here by Will Cherry. There's an old adage, you never save the ball under your own basket, but he had a good look at a teammate and found one. And so now pressure free throws here from Sasha Vezenkov. Vezenkov only shot 2 free throws all year. He's made them both. Missed the second one. Big miss. He's an 87% free throw shooter in his career. He'd like to have that one back. Olympiakos up a penny. Here's the man you want to have with the ball in his hands. Papagiannis down in the box. In and out. And Vezenkov with a huge rebound. Olympiakos will be delivered in offense now. Cherry, the quick shot. Was it too quick? I'm surprised by that. And Cherry and Vezenkov. Great play by Vezenkov. Keeps it alive. And a foul here by Kalaitis. Well, Olympiakos showing great heart and great spirit in the walk-up. In front of 17,396 fans, Kalaitis picks up his 4th, and Olympiakos playing with tremendous character. Great save by Vezenkov. Brandon Paul, now this one to make it a 3-point game. Paul with 17, he puts in a claim to be the Adidas player of the game. Still 2 points. Well, we've had 10 lead changes in this game. Do we have another one this trip down the floor? A 3 from Rice puts Olympiakos behind again. Inside a minute. Here's Tyrese Rice. Let's fly. Go! It's in and out! It's in and out! Brandon Paul with the rebound. And now Olympiakos. Baldwin gets it across the half court. Tyrese Rice puts pressure on Baldwin. Baldwin wants that shot clock to go down. It's under 10. Baldwin gets in the lane. Baldwin, his shot is short. Kalaitis in the open floor. Kalaitis keeps his dribble alive. He's guarded by Milutinov. Papagiannis goes to the low post and converts. We're knotted up at 86 each. And with 3 seconds to play, Kemzura takes a timeout to advance the ball into his quarter court. Good back to the basket move by Papagiannis. It's a lost art. Low post play. And after close to 40 minutes of play, it's honors even here in the walk-up. Timeout from Kemzura. He'll bring the ball into his quarter court with 3 seconds left. It'll give a player a time to put it on the floor if he needs to. Tyrese Rice, a new career high of 34 points. Who gets the ball here for Olympiakos? Do you give it to Paul? Do you give it to Cherry? Or do you give it to Spanoulis? And with 3 seconds, usually the guy who catches the inbounds pass will be the guy who takes the last shot. So Kemzura will give instructions to his team, a couple of options. Oh, this game, it's just perfect. Two teams who don't like each other very much. After 39 minutes of play, 3 seconds to decide this one. Olympiakos come out with Milutinov, Paul, Baldwin, Vezenkov, and Spanoulis. Baldwin to bring it in. Pana have got Rice, Papapetrou, Mitalou, Thomas, and Kalaitis. Kalaitis is guarding Spanoulis. Pass intercepted. Kalaitis. It'll go. He'll win it if it goes. It's off the mark. Well, great defense by Panathinaikos to stop the scoring attempt from Olympiakos. And we're going to OT here in the Waka. Here's your score at the end of regulation. 86 each here in Athens. Wow, what a game. After 40 minutes of play, we're knotted up at 86 each. Brandon Paul has been nothing short of scintillating, as has this man been, Tyrese Rice. Unbelievable action here in the Waka. We see points being scored inside now. That's Willie Reed with a big block in the third quarter. Great pass by Kalaitis there, but Paul kept the scoreboard ticking over. Olympiakos trailed by double digits in large sections of the third quarter, but they showed their composure, showed their character, and slowly climbed back in this one. But all credit to Panathinaikos. With 3 seconds left, they get a stop. Here's the fouls. So it's Kalaitis with 4 and Spanoulis with 4. Rice with 3, Thomas with 3. And no doubt there's some tired legs too on both sets of players. We'll see who the coaches decide to come out with here. So 5 minutes in the overtime period. We had overtime earlier tonight in the game between Fenerbahce and Alba Berlin. Fener won that 107-102. Who is going to win this one? So we'll start the overtime period here with a jump ball. Luigi LaMonica will step into the center circle. Olympiakos start the extra period with Milutinov, Prindizes, Cherry, Spanoulis, and Paul. Prindizes has been in the bench for the whole of the fourth quarter. Pana come out with Papagiannis, Papapetrou, Kalaitis, Rice, and Deshaun Thomas. First possession here to Olympiakos. Goodness, travel against Spanoulis. So Spanoulis tries to use the screen. Even Kalaitis looks over at that call. Well, Spanoulis, to be fair to him, keeps his composure. Tyrese Rice here now on the left hand. Crossover to create space against Milutinov. Just too much, too hard to guard. Tyrese Rice with a devastating crossover. And Pana draw first blood here in the extra period. Great pass to Milutinov. Perfect execution of the high screen. Milutinov darts to the basket. And he gets his first points now in the fourth quarter and the overtime. Rice's shot blocked by Milutinov. It's unfortunate here, but Rice commits the foul. Great block by Milutinov. And Paul doesn't have the right to come down. That's a terrific pass from Spanoulis. That little escape dribble, the crossover dribble to set up the shot, just devastating by Rice, who picks up his fourth personal foul. Brandon Paul struggled from the line. He's 2 for 6 tonight. It's amazing how You know, he can shoot so well from behind the arc. Watch this, he'll make it. In and out. Prentices with the offensive rebound. And this has been a mini story in this game. Milutinov with an offensive rebound. Opens up the shot for Paul, who misses. And then Prentices gets to the backboard again and draws the foul. It's the 11th offensive rebound for Olympiakos. And they win the rebounding battle right now, 45-34. Prentices at the charity stripe. Got some love from the rim. Prentices with 7 tonight. He's perfect, 3 of 3 from the line. That one's off the mark. Paul couldn't gather the rebound. Prentices was rooted to the bench in the whole of the fourth quarter. Look at Olympiakos, 20 for 31. Kalaitis trying to make them pay. His shot no good. Papapetru with an offensive rebound. Fredette, guarded by Cherry. Cherry's got to be careful. Pass deflected out of bounds. Good defense by Olympiakos. And there's 2 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense here by Will Cherry as he keeps his discipline. Spanoulis tips it out of bounds. Kalaitis' shot off the mark. Paul with the rebound. Cherry wisely backs it out. Cherry wants the ball, screen from Milutinov. The reason they're not going to Spanoulis, I can only imagine, is because he's guarded by the best defender on the floor in Kalaitis. That shot short from Cherry, tired legs, but another offensive rebound. Now Spanoulis comes back to get it. Here comes the ball screen from Milutinov. Spanoulis loves the left hand. Got it! V-spans the man! He loves to go on the left hand. Classic play from Vasilius Spanoulis, who's got 18, and Olympiakos lead by 2. Fredette, let's fly with a 3. And Cherry with the ticky-tack foul. Yeah, a little touch on the elbow there. You can't get away with that. Good refereeing. Well, Fredette, this is not the guy you want to foul. Jimmer Fredette. He's only shot 1 free throw so far tonight. But he could go days without missing free throws. He's a 94% free throw shooter. First season in the EuroLeague, first season in Europe. Some action in China. The Chinese League International MVP back in 2017, where he averaged close to 38 points a game. So Papanikolaou comes in, and he too is cold coming off the bench. Sat the whole fourth quarter. Spanoulis back to get it. Milutinov's gonna rescreen, this time on the right hand. Yes, pass stolen by Kalaitis. Terrific defense by Kalaitis. And Pana up 1. Brandon Paul's got to be smarter here. You're fouling the wrong guys if you're Olympiakos, and Fredette and Rice. Paul's trying to get through the screen. He has to go across the top of the screen with Rice. You can't pass under because he shoots it so well. And what great defense there by Kalaitis. Now Rice with a chance. He had to bend the knees and will that one in to push this lead to 3 points. Rice with 38 points, putting in a candidacy for weekly MVP honors, that's for sure. Performance index ranking of 23. Great backdoor cut by Paul, doesn't get it. Papanikolaou, that's a brave shot from Papanikolaou. Well, it might be a turning point in this one. Panathinaikos can go some way to trying to seal this one with this trip down the floor. Rice with a hesitation. Got it, Tyrese Rice. He's got 40, 41, and you wonder now, has the wind gone onto the sails of the Olympiakos challenge? Rice uses his shoulder to carve out some space. Old school off the glass. And the Virginian with 41 points as he shows his muscles.
Let's run 41. Costas inbound the ball. Yorgo. Billy. Stop. Who's got it? You. Rice has got it. You. You here. Billy's here. Screen it. Okay? If they're switching, you look inside. Pass it. Come back, screen. There's a 5. Sorry. Right? 41.
Well, here's Tyrese Rice, just so smart, leans in to Milutinov just to get some space. And he shows his muscles with his right hand. He's actually left-handed. Speaking of lefty, Deshaun Thomas comes over to put his arm around his teammate. I think Kemzura is going to advance it with the timeout. Rice with 41 points, 8 of 14 from behind the arc. We're here, Olympiakos had a chance to win it. They go away from Spanoulis. Paul, let's fly with a 3. Too strong. And a long rebound into the hands of Papagiannis in this arena with a big sigh of relief. They know they're close to sealing it here. 5 points, a basket here. Will just about see it off. Rice, let's fly. Off the mark, Deshaun Thomas with an offensive rebound. And Papapetrou wisely kicks it out to take some more seconds off the clock. Now with a mismatch here. Prindizes trying to guard Rice. The hesitation. Papagiannis, no good. And Kalaitis gets the loose ball. Another offensive rebound here from Pana. Pana with 11 offensive rebounds. Rice, goes off the mark. Panathinaikos chases it down, but stepped out of bounds. And right now, Pana just a little bit quicker to the basketball. Yeah, Panathinaikos just stepped out of bounds. Look at the fans helping the referee. Rice is coming out. He'll not have to buy a meal tonight. He won't have to buy a Greek salad tonight on the Plaka if his team goes on to win this one. Fredette wants to take some more precious seconds off the clock. He's trying to break down Vazenkov. Steal, Panathinaikos now. Olympiakos have got to get something quick. Here's K-Pop on the wing. Probes on the dribble drive and converts. Strong move by Panathinaikos. Still life left in Olympiakos. They trail by 3. And they got the guy they want to foul. So Papagiannis, heady play by K-Pop to foul the 22-year-old. Good drive here by Panathinaikos. Lays it up and in. And then has the presence of mind to foul Papagiannis. You can see Kalaitis and Papagiannis shrugging the shoulders. They're trying to get it to the guards. But Papagiannis now has got a total line. We've got some light on the floor. There's a, looks like a reflection of an advertising billboard or something. I don't think Papagiannis has shot a free throw yet. Yeah, he's 0 for 4 this season. Make it 0 for 5. One free throw basically ices the game. Still life left in Olympiakos. Big free throw by Papagiannis, who makes the difference for it's a 2-possession game. Now, Olympiakos have to get something quick. It doesn't have to be a 3, it's got to be something quick. Good defense. Spanoulis bisects defenders, gets in the lane, no call. And look at Papagiannis with the block shot. Spanoulis looking for the foul. We'll see it again in instant replay. Well, Papagiannis keeps his discipline. There's not a lot of contact, to be fair. And the baseline referee with a real good look at it. Well, what a sensational game of basketball we've had here in the derby between the eternal enemies. It's the 12th time these two teams have played each other in the modern era. Long pass ahead to Thomas. And a foul by Vezhnikov. Now, Panathinaikos, should they go on and win it now, and they're just about there, will level the records at 6 wins each in the modern era since 2000. It's been a sea of green. The only red is what's on the floor in the Olympiakos players, but they have acquitted themselves very, very well. They can be very proud of their performance tonight. They're going to come up short, and it was just the small margins which are the difference in this one. Olympiakos had the ball with 3 seconds left in overtime, in the regulation, with the score tied, and couldn't get a clean look. Terrific defense from Pana. Spanoulis will send the final shot at the basket, and this one is now in the books. A terrific game of basketball by both clubs and both sets of players. That man there, Tyrese Rice, no doubt will be the Adidas player of the game with 41 points in the winning effort for Panathinaikos. Stay with us, fans, as we wrap this one up. It has been a sensational game of basketball in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. A classic to remember in the derby of eternal enemies. And it takes overtime to decide this one. Well, the players can commend each other on a game well played. And it was just a terrific game. No incidents, a lot of good, hard, clean basketball by both players. Hard-nosed play, big plays, big shots, big defensive stops by both teams. Nothing better than basketball played at this level. And we are inside the Pana team huddle. Well, fans, stay with us as we wrap this one up. Rice has got the game ball. He's not giving that to anybody. That's going back to his locker. Big and little there, Papagiannis and Rice. Well, here's your final score in this one in overtime. Panathinaikos beat Olympiakos 99-93. Well, we're gonna go courtside now and try to grab Tyrese Rice for his thoughts on tonight's win. With a bit of luck, we'll get Coach Patino as well. And here's tonight's Adidas player of the game, none other than Tyrese Rice, who finished with 41 points. He was 50%, 8 of 16 from three-point land, perfect from the charity stripe, 7 of 7, and 5 of 7 from inside the arc. A performance index rating of 33, and 41 points from the American guard. Just one turnover. He had the ball in his hands so much, and just coughed it up once. On 30 minutes of action, he had 41 points. The 2014 EuroLeague Final Four MVP when he played for Maccabi. Well, here's his line. Just 185. He's diminutive in stature, but he played large tonight. Look at those 41 points on 30 minutes. He had 18 points in the first half. His previous career best was 26. So a marvelous night for Tyrese Rice. And his PIR down the bottom there of 33. But you know what's remarkable too, just one turnover with the ball in his hands for large stretches of the game. Well, here's his shot chart. 8 of 16 from behind the arc. 71% from inside it. And we've just grabbed Tyrese Rice, and we'll get his thoughts.
Congratulations for winning. Congratulations on your performance, amazing performance, scoring almost half of the points of your team. Are you taking this ball home?
Oh, of course. I got to take it home. It's like a milestone game, but more important that we won.
What do you think was the key for tonight?
Man, we just fought to the end. You know, big rivalry games, it's always like this. You can never get too high. We got up 10 or 11 points and, you know, they came right back. So, I don't know, we stayed resilient and we made shots and we made the plays in the end.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, well said from Tyrese Rice. His team did stay resilient. They had a double-digit lead, but they hung in there to win it. Look at his line, 41 points, well above his season average. He'll sleep well tonight. And we got the captain now, Nick Kalaitis, to get his thoughts on this win in this classic rivalry game.
Nick, congratulations on winning and congratulations on your performance. You, out of all people, I think, in this team, from the players, you know what it means to win a derby like this. How do you feel about that?
Oh, this game's even more special, as you know. The fans were unbelievable tonight. Feels great to get a win. You know, Tyrese, you can't say enough about him. He's huge balls, big shot after big shot. And we got some stops at the end a little bit, but we definitely made it interesting. And it's always nice to beat these guys.
Thank you very much.
Well, Kalaitis with a double-double tonight, 14 points and 10 rebounds, 6 assists, which is right on his career average. And you can see the shot zone for Panathinaikos. Just 30% from behind the arc. And now we've grabbed Coach Patino to see what he thinks about tonight's win.
Coach, congratulations. They say that, you know, big games like that, they come down to very tiny details. What was the detail that made the difference for your team?
Well, you pick up the stat sheet, and the typical fan will say, boy, Nick Kalaitis was 0 for 9, but he made the 2 gigantic defensive plays that helped us win the game. Obviously, Tyrese Rice was awesome, great game, but they made tough three-point shots. And all the credit goes to Olympiakos for playing a great rivalry game. We played well, but they played tremendous, and that's why it was such a great game for television, for you, for the fans, for everybody. So you got to give Olympiakos a lot of credit. They played great.
But you also have to give a lot of credit to your players for going to overtime and winning eventually the game.
And I'm so happy with PG. He made big plays down the stretch, and really, really excited for him because he needs that confidence boost. It was a great win. Rivalry games, I've been in so many of these. It's just an awesome atmosphere and a great game.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Well, the atmosphere was awesome tonight in front of over 17,000 fans here in the Waka. Panathinaikos have just enough in overtime to beat their crosstown rivals, Olympiakos. Papagiannis made that big shot down the stretch. The post move inside to send the game to overtime. And Spanoulis, 18 points in what proved to be a losing effort. Olympiakos had 4 players in double digits. Brandon Paul, who came alive in the second half with 17. Milutinov with 14 and 10. He had a double-double with 10 rebounds. And Wade Baldwin with 10 points too. So a good team performance from Olympiakos, but just that much better from Pana. 41 points from Rice, 14 from Kalaitis, Papapetrou with 11, and Sean Thomas with 13. You can see some shots from distance. Olympiakos came to life. That shot right there, down in the box. Papagiannis sent it to overtime. And Pana had just enough to hang on. Tyrese Rice with a basket there, going to the basket. And you can see what it means to the players. Good to see them embracing each other after a tightly fought contest. That's as close as Sasha Veshnikov got to Tyrese Rice tonight. He couldn't stop him on the floor. and big hugs after the game.